Welcome guys, so I'm doing another jump in today, using up my jump in tokens. Okay, we have a choice between Double Trouble. I've looked this one up before. The only rare in here is Creepy Puppeteer. And so I'm going to have a little break and check out these two as well. And, see what rares we're getting. Okay, I think the one we want is Counters. It should have a Ledger Shredder or a Scheming Fence. I need both of those. The problem with Venom, I've got 4 copies of the Bloated Contaminator, so that's no good for me. Okay, we've got Urza, Spooky, and Excavation. Let me just check. Okay, pretty straightforward decision. I'm going to go for Urza's, because that gives you... there's a chance of a Surge Engine, which I don't have yet. Okay, add that to the decks, and just go ahead and play a game with it now. See if I can get a win with it. Well, we got a Ledger Shredder, that's confirmation, that's very cool. I guess we've got one of each of the assembly workers. That's fun. That's a good enough start. Okay. Okay, Mechanaut. It's pretty good. Yeah, he's out of that. Maybe I should have waited till turn 3 when I could play him with a bit of backup. Okay, I'm just going to play a blocker on the ground. I don't worry if he... I'm not worrying about him blowing this up at all. This is unblockable, right? Yeah. So, it's not a blocker, unfortunately. Oh, he's not going to attack. He hasn't read the text on his card here. It cannot be blocked. He's worried about me swinging back, maybe, and he wants to have a blocker. Yeah, Puzzle Maker's a pretty good defensive creature, so... I think we've learnt our lesson. I think I'll just play a Tower Worker and keep 1 white mana open. And then we can go for the Spotter Thopter next turn. Gets to scry every turn now with that. Nice card, yeah, 3/4 flyer. He gets to copy his artifacts as well. I can put a shield counter on the Guardians, and then it can actually attack, you see. That is one possibility, but I don't think we'll worry too much about that. So now the Spotter Thopter, just the 2/3 version isn't going to be big enough even to block a replication specialist. So what we might be looking at trying to complete our assembly worker situation here. We've got 6 mana now, 7 mana next turn, so it's feasible we could get this in a couple of turns. I think he's considering, yeah, oh, nice. That's like the perfect combo with Replication Specialist. So he basically gets 2 shocks when he copies this. That's incredible. Okay, 2 damage resolves. And we Boon of Safety that one. So let's try and preserve our blocker. Oh, the Argivian Avenger. Yeah, that is a good top deck. We want that. It's a nice potential blocker. That does knock the shield off, so I can't block with it this turn. So we take 6 damage. Hopefully that's instant speed, yeah. Right, Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, or Haste. He might forget that I've got 1 mana available to spend on that. I might be able to pick up a Replication Specialist. But he could also just attack with everything, get through with a lot of damage. Pretty reasonable. Okay, I'll let you scribe for 1 first. I'm going to try and activate this. For flying. That will pass to blockers. So we take that out. We will take out, I'll take out the token creature. No, maybe I'll take out the main creature. And then we have 3, 5 damage going through. This can be tapped to gain 1 life. I think it's more valuable for that reason. So I'm not going to chump block with it. Oh, and he has Suit Up. He has something. That wins. Oh well, I wasn't to know. Let's see whether chump blocking would have made a difference, because it would have, yeah, I'd have been on 1 life if I had chump blocked. Fair enough. Of course, he could have attacked with the operative because it's unblockable, but he didn't notice that line on the card, I guess. Right, I'm determined to win this with this deck. I'm going to keep going. I think it's got potential. I think, yeah, I definitely misplayed. I played my best card on turn 2 without backup from the protection spell. Okay, Ledger Shredder into Urza's Rebuff. This time I'll play a Ledger Shredder on curve again, just because there isn't a protection spell in my hand. Corrupt Court Official. Well, we'll lose the 6-drop, I guess. I mean, the other option would be to play a Mine Worker and hold back on this guy. Just in case I get to 5 mana, play him with Counterspell backup. It's possible. Let's go. Yeah, let's go for the Mine Worker. Thinking white-black is going to have some removal cards, so... Okay, 2-1 flyer. We have a Coastal Bulwark to hold on the ground here. Okay, I think I can play a tapped land and a Coastal Bulwark. I think that's pretty reasonable. And I'm going to start tapping this thing for life points. And then I'm only getting chipped away for, 1 damage a turn. Court Official is attacking. That's an interesting choice. Let's see what he's got. I'll call his bluff. It's going to be... Right, okay, he's going to trade off. He gets a 1-1 flyer. That's not the worst. I thought it might come back, die, and come back into play. Oh, and he gets to scry from that. Nice. Give me my life points. Right. So next turn we can actually do it. Ledger Shredder with Counterspell backup. I'm definitely doing that. Guide-Bot. Now I'm just thinking... I could modify the Mine Worker. Because the Guide-Bot's the important target that can draw cards, so... I'll be delighted if he decides to kill the Mine Worker. I'm not going to attack, I'm going to keep tapping it for life points, I think. There you go. I will tap it for a life point. Yeah, black-white has a lot of removal. I'm just worried about the next discard effect. Hey, we've hit the white mana. That's pretty cool. Right, so obviously he's not going to be drawing a card this turn. Do we risk attacking? I'm going to say yes. Let's swing in for 2 damage. He might have a flash creature. I don't care. I've got a counter spell, so right. Ledger Shredder. Counter spell backup. That's how the pros play. Another removal spell. No. Okay. Can bounce the imp if you like. Ah, so you can scry. Alright. To find the next land, I guess. That would make sense. I've played a blocker that he can't deal with. Okay, he has more removal. Witness Protection. Right, now, the Ledger Shredder. Whenever a player casts a second spell each turn. Ah. Okay, we got various options here. I think I'm just holding him back as a blocker here. Not going to do anything crazy. Going to keep 2 cards in hand. No attacks. End turn. Because this thing just lets me draw a card every turn. So I'm winning in this board situation at the moment. Cool, he's drawing a card from that. He can do that, that's fine. Do you want to play a second spell this turn? No. So I can seek with the gates to Seatower, but I think we should draw with the Guide-Bot whilst we can. Whilst it's actually on the field. There is Urza's command, so that is the other rare that I have. That's pretty sweet. It is an instant. And let's think about this. Power Plant Worker is a big chunky 4/4 creature. This can make a creature. Creature and a Powerstone token. I feel like playing a land here. I don't think I want to play 2 things in the round just to get this trigger. Think no attacks and end turn. Let me think about whether this can save anything. It can scry and draw a card. Okay, let's keep drawing. And we have a protection spell. That's absolutely fantastic. Right. 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 mana. Okay, absolutely no hurry. Let's no attacks and enter. It's up to him to try and stop me here. If he uses a removal spell, I Boon of Safety, and then I Urza's command, and that's my 2 spells for the round. Okay, that thing could be nasty. So he's got a bit of a life gain theme that could get out of control. Good. Over to my turn. Right, we need a modified creature for this to do something. We could cast 2 things, but then we won't have our protection spell. I'm thinking before this gets out of control, I'm going to Witness Protection it. Maybe that's a bad target, but then I can play a Power Plant Worker, and I've played 2 spells in the turn. Right, Parish-Blade Trainee, that can be discarded. Everything else in the hand is much better than that. I'm still not going to swing with the Ledger Shredder. Going to end the turn, and I won't have enough mana to tap this. It needs 3 mana, but I thought better to use the Ledger Shredder. Okay, pass to attackers. It's going to go all in. Okay. Blocking time. Right. Let's take out your scariest thing. The 2/2. And the 2/1 flyer. My guess is he's got a team buff. We'll see what happens. Alright. It's going to get to do some scrying with that. Manticore. Nice. I get it. I get it. Which one are you targeting? That one? Okay, I'll Boon of Safety that one. Tower Worker. We did it. Nice. That was a nice game of Magic. I did enjoy that. I just had to take it cool. Play the Ledger Shredder with some protection in the hand, a counter spell, and just draw cards. We'll have a quick look at the deck. So the rares I got were Urza's Command here, and of course the Ledger Shredder. Right, we saw the Towashi Guide-Bot. I think, yeah, my opponent blew up my 3/2 Mine Worker when he could have blown up the card draw dude. So that worked out well for me. Saw the Argivian Avenger. I didn't quite survive long enough to play my Spotter Thopter in game 1. But it could be a good one, I think. So I suppose the idea is you're trying to put counters on things like Guardians of Oboro. Not that many ways of getting counters. Well, there's the backup agent. That's the easiest way. Parish-Blade Trainee is rather a convoluted route for gaining counters. It's got training, so it has to attack with something that's higher value in power. Yeah, not a bad deck, I think. Anyway, I think that is. Oh, let's claim here. We get a random uncommon. There we go. Okay, I think that is the video. So thanks for watching.